Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hi guys. Are you ready to have some fun with makeup? This tutorial is going to be super great for people that are new to Mary Kay or want a whole fresh look, a fresh way of applying makeup, the approach to makeup. If you've seen 100 of my videos before, there's probably not going to be anything super new in here, but I just wanted to do like a comprehensive, what do you do from start to finish? So I don't have anything on except CC cream. And you rarely see me without at least eyelashes and brows because I'm so light through there. But I wanted to give you the full effect. Like, why do we do everything that we do? That's kind of the crux of the video today. So the first thing that we do, and always say it 100,000 times, is starting with the eyes first. So I just start top to bottom. And the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to show you two brow products. Those of you who have been around, like I said, will have seen them for sure. Oh, first of all, if you have not used the naturally moisturizing stick for your lips instead of chapstick, Blistex, all of the things, even satin lip balm. I like it better than satin lip balm. I know that's probably sacrilegious, but it is so good. So make sure you pull that out. 'Tis the season. I've got one in my car and one in my room, and it's fantastic. So, okay, let's start with brows. I am going to use the magic brush. That's what we call this little bad boy. She's so pretty. And I'm going to use Hot Fudge. And you can see my eyebrows are super light, and I get them dyed once a month, but about halfway through the month, they start to really taper off in color. So what I'm doing with the powder, good morning, Teresa, is I'm making a line at the bottom of it. So I'm not filling in the whole brow just yet. I'm making the line to give a little bit more definition, because right now the trend is, as you know, a nice strong brow. Don't get crazy. Don't get super structured with the brow. That trend is leaving. The more natural, full brows are exactly where you want to go. Look at the difference there. That took me 5 seconds. And I was talking. Like, brows make just the biggest difference in the world. And I'm really not creating anything that's not already there. I'm just giving them some color and some structure. I'm going just along the bottom line. And then this is Hot Fudge. If you're fair, hazelnut is a really great. Hi, Jamie. We missed you at workout this morning. Tell Illinois I said hi. And so now we have a nice structured fill-in brow. Okay, so I told you the why behind everything. Why we do brows is because it's like putting a frame around a picture. The idea is not the brows to stand out. The idea is for your eyes to stand out. So it's really just the frame to accentuate your eyeballs, and it makes you look younger. That's why I do it. Forget about my eyes. I want to look younger. Can I get an amen on that? Okay. Now I'm going to get a little bit of deep brunette brow tint. It has tint, so it has the color in it. It has fibers in it, and it's a brow gel in one. And sometimes I just use this. Sometimes I just use the powder. We have a pencil. I don't ever use the pencil. You know me and pencils. And all I'm doing is a little bit more fill-in, a little bit more smoothness, a little bit of richness to my brows. Super easy. And you can do it without the powder as well. You can just do it by itself. I do that a lot. It was only my second coffee today, girls, so let's hope I'm funny. That was funny. Just so you know. Just so you know. I know I can hear you laughing. Okay, I'm going to pull the big girl out. Pale Blush Cream Eye Color. Cream Eye Color brush. Nice, thin layer all over your eyelid. Inside, along those lashes, all the way up to the eyebrow. Now I really concentrate for me right in that crease area because I have oily eyelids, and oily eyelids tend to get very goopy and sticky and pulls all their color into their crease area. Dry eyelids, you guys want to really concentrate low because your makeup, it goes on and then by 10 a.m. you're like, I could have sworn I put makeup on, because it tends to fall off. There's nothing to stick to it. So this will make your eyeshadow virtually waterproof. It's matte. We do have some shimmer colors, but matte's going to be universally more flattering, universally more youthful. You can do a little like beach blonde right through there. Apricot twist is pretty if you're a little bit darker and a little bit younger. Notice I said younger. I really did not think it was that big a deal until I actually saw one of my tutorials. I watched it back. First of all, never do that. It's scary. And I was like, oh, girlfriend, you have got to stop using shimmer. And I wasn't even using shimmer eyeshadow. I was just using shimmer primer, the apricot twist. I mean, and it just made all of that look so crepey. It's so unnecessary. Don't do it. Do matte. Matte is just so much prettier, and it's hot right now. Okay, Thanksgiving look. Now, I find myself very funny, right? And so I was thinking, okay, so let's be inspired by food, because I'm always inspired by food every second of every day. So I'm going to start, I amuse myself, just so you know. I'm just assuming that you're laughing with me because I can't hear anybody laughing. So I'm just gonna take that as, yes, Heather, you're extremely funny. Keep it up with the food references. So I'm gonna start with some Cool Whip. I'm telling you, I'm amusing myself. And of course, it's, knowing me, it's not completely thought out here. I'm just gonna wing it with food. So I am taking Biscotti, my Cool Whip for the day, and I am going underneath the brow. Now, the key here is, notice the way that I blend. I don't do it like this and then leave it. I am pretty aggressive with my brush. I really make the brush do the work for me. I want soft, blended, pretty, like just a muddled kind of makeup. It's kind of how I eat my food. Oh my gosh, more food references. I like to just pile things up and mix them together like a hash. I pretty much eat hash every single meal because I like everything mixed and muddled. My brother, literally, if his food touches, he won't eat it. It's so funny. He needs those like containers that organize the food and separate it. It's super funny. Okay, so there's the Cool Whip. I'm going to go back for a little bit more Cool Whip because I am going to keep this inside right through here matte. I just like it a little bit better on me because of that crepiness. But something that I usually teach the shimmer on that inside corner, because you want to keep this light and bright. This is the one, and if you can start to see the colors come together, this is the one that separates. This is the one that makes me look like I slept a little bit longer than I did last night. Bright, awake, and my eyes big. So it is a key color. You don't want to put anything dark in there. You can use shimmer. I love rose gold. I love candlelight. I love gold status. Like all of those are just really pretty. Smoky quartz in there is really great if you're doing some grays, but you got to keep that light and bright. That is the key to your eyes not looking so dark and heavy once you start to put the darker colors on. So especially smoky eye, like really anything dark right there, you got to keep that light. Okay, now let's go to some sweet potatoes. And by sweet potatoes, I mean Cinnabar. I crack myself up. Sweet potato casserole is one of the things I make for my Thanksgiving, and it's my favorite thing. And I have to bring it because I don't even know if anybody else eats it, but I eat it because it's the only thing I eat at my Thanksgiving Day meals. You guys have heard me talk about what food is at my Thanksgiving. It's very funny. If I was doing my Thanksgiving food at my family's, it would all have been biscotti because it's all beige. Beige and cheese, beige and cheese, beige and cheese. And I can't have any beige and cheese. So I'm bringing sweet potatoes. Look at that. Can you see the difference between, now you can see the blue of my eye coming out. Now I was right on top of that brow bone right through there and that hood. I have a hooded eye with a prominent brow bone. So that color has to be, when I have my eyes open, you have to be able to see that. I am never, for any kind of hooded eye, deep set eye, close set eye, you don't want to ever put any shimmer in this part of your eye. Very big, important no-no on that. Starting on the outside, and I'm going 3/4 of the way in. Locks. And then I have a freckle right here. It's so funny. So it always makes my eye makeup look kind of weird. Don't you ever notice that your eyes are not symmetrical? And like you could try to really, really get them to match and they just don't match. Yep. It happens to everybody. Okay. So just super blending 3/4 of the way. Watch how I'm working that brush and you can see it when my eyes are open. Those are the keys to the midtone. Okay, now let's change brushes. That was the all over eyeshadow brush. If you do not have our new brush set yet, run, don't walk to get that. It is, I have used the same brush set for 15 years until we got this one, and it is drastically different. Drastically, you must have it. Okay, now I'm going to do a couple different things. I'm going to do a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg, and that's going to be my hot fudge accent color. I'm halfway. I'm right on those lashes, right through here, halfway. That's my main thing that I start doing. I'm not going to draw the circle. I'm going to apply the eyeshadow, and then I'm going to blend it out. So halfway. Right on those lashes. The lashes should be the darkest place. This outer half right through here, darkest place of your whole face. Everything should move from that point. Okay, I'm going to go back to my all over shadow brush. I'm going to gently touch my hot fudge, and then I'm going to blend. Sorry, Loxley thinks he needs to talk to the construction workers that are building the house next to me. Also, don't get me started on that. Okay, and then I'm just blending, and I'm really keeping it to the outer half, particularly with this look, and particularly as those colors get darker. If you're using a lighter color or a shimmer color, which you absolutely can do here, you want to take it over farther. But these dark colors, especially the like Merlot, Evening Navy, Onyx, Mahogany. Okay, stop. Hot fudge. Stop, baby. Parenting right here. You guys with parents like that are parents, you should get a water bottle. I'm sure your kids will respond wonderfully to it. Okay, so blended. Now I'm going to come back through with the nuts, aka shiny penny. And I'm going to come I'm just in this halfway section. And it's what you call a color pop. And I'm just going to set it right there in the middle. Light and shimmery is the key here to this color. So like golden mauve, sunlit rose, any of the blues, the hummingbird, anything like that, granite, are really pretty doing this little color pop. Basically, I'm marrying between the Cool Whip and the spices with the nuts. I'm so funny. Okay, so right through there. So it gives me just a little element of fun. Oh yeah, Jesse, don't do water fight. That would probably not be good. Not as fun as you would want it to be. Okay, so looking good, right? I've got my dark colors. They're blending into my light colors. Dark colors blending into my high colors. My shimmer is low. My matte is on the outside and up high. Now I'm going to take, that hot fudge and I'm going to come down low here. I'm making eyeliner with the powder right on those lower lashes. You don't want it in the waterline. You want it right in the base of those lashes. Okay, I'm actually going to take a little bit of that shiny penny and come in here and do a little color pop on bottom also. Okay, now just to change it up, you know I love Onyx as eyeliner, but I do love our gel eyeliner because I use the same brush with it. That's the key. The gel I only use when I wear false eyelashes or I want a dramatic look. Let's see if I can do it in a webcam. That will be the key. But same technique, right in the lashes. I see you guys are amusing yourself on this comment section. You're amusing me as well. 3/4 of the way, a little bit thicker out here. Right in those lashes. That's the key. You don't want it too high or too low. Okay, I'm going to go back over it with some Onyx. If you do like your pencil or your liquid or any of those, that's totally cool, but I would definitely have you do Onyx over the top of it to get you that smudgy, stays like amazing too when you set it with powder. Okay, you guys have seen me do this technique before, right? Learned it in my makeup artist class. I'm coming up on the underside of the lashes, not in the waterline, but just tucking it under. And you can see so much difference. I learned that from Robert Jones. But it doesn't add any bulk. We think that we'll just add more eyeliner and that will make our eyes look bigger. It's not true. Okay, so watch me on this side. Isn't that cool? Like it gives you definition, but it doesn't add any heaviness to your eye, which I think is super cool. Okay, setting that eyeliner through there, connecting my outside corners. Unless you have a downturned eye. Oh, I was doing so good to not forget anything. And then I just forgot. I use men's eye cream to clean up under my eye area. Don't know if you guys know that. I'm going to use firming eye cream. I don't think it's going to work as well, but I got a lot of powder under there, so I got to try something. And then I use my little cheapy sponges. Well, I say I'm going to use my cheapy sponges, and then I can't find my cheapy sponges. Okay, I'm using this washcloth. That'll work. Okay, so the key here is this right here. The end of the eyeball, the end of the eyebrow. There should be no makeup under here. So you see me clean up, I clean up. And I'm going to show you I know this tutorial it's a hair scarf, Jessica. See, hair scarves are super cute right now and super hot. But when I'm going to show you this, if you've not seen this Lori Hogg technique of how to eye lift your eye, it's amazing. So I'm going to show it to you in a second. I am going to put my firming eye cream on now and set it and let it be there. I kind of rotate between eye creams. We have a lot of options at the eye cream level, and they all are super good, and they all do very much a different thing. And so what I love about firming eye cream, and kind of why I've gone back, I don't know if I'll stay back, but we'll see, is the tightening. I am real crepey down there. It's definitely where I show my age, is right through my eye area. And I'm puffy. I carry a lot of water retention, especially if you see me at the gym. I mean, it's like I carry water bottles with me underneath my eyes. So the firming eye cream, I feel like, does a really good job under that eye area. And it's not so thick like the eye renewal, the Voluform, which is really good, but it almost makes me feel puffy in the morning. I use it at night, but it makes me more puffy because it's so hydrating. So if you're puffy, I think the 3D or the firming is really good for the morning. If you're dry and that's not an issue, you go on with that eye renewal cream. Okay, key to curling eyelashes in the webcam. At the base, move out, move up. Okay, you want a sweep of eyelashes. You don't want to crimp. Okay, lash primer. Lash primer, we've talked about this before, gives you like a waterproof mascara. It gives you length and thickness without clumps. Kind of the best of all worlds. And it doesn't look like you're really even putting anything on. If you remember, I was in junior high school and we had clear mascara. I don't know what clear mascara is, but it was actually a thing. It kind of looks like that. It barely will show anything on your lashes, and that's okay. It's still working. I'm going to put Lash Love on. It's probably my go-to mascara. I do own all three, and I just rotate them. Lash Love, Lash Intensity, and Ultimate, but I probably wear Lash Love the most. And it's lengthening, it's separating, it's really piecey mascara. And I have really sensitive eyes. They're little traumatic eyes since I had PRK surgery. And so I just don't do a lot. Like I take my makeup off right when I get home, and I don't wear makeup a lot actually. If you've seen me out, you know that. My eyes tend to be very susceptible to everything. So this mascara is great because it's thin and it doesn't feel heavy on my eyes. And I like that piecey look that it gives me on the daily. Lash Intensity though, if you want false eyelash look, Lash Intensity is your very best friend. It is quite awesome. And then Ultimate is just like your go-to everyday band of mascara, or band of lashes. It's really a delightful mascara as well. Okay, so I already have CC cream on. That is moisturizer, sunscreen, primer, foundation, and concealer in one step. And I use that. I pretty much wear CC cream all the time. It's a protection step for me, and it evens out my skin tone. My body is tan and my face is not, so it kind of gives me one look. And I don't know if you can see this spot right here. I've got a couple spots on my face that are like precancerous, so I'm treating them, and it helps just cover them up just a little bit without having to wear makeup all the time. Okay, matte foundation. If you guys have not found your color yet and you're not using it with a blending brush yet, please. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. Like I hear some people are like frustrated that we got rid of the old foundation and they don't want the new foundation. And I keep telling people, yes, you do. I know change is hard. I know it's going to take, you're going to have to get matched again. You're going to have, I know. But it's so worth it because it's so much better. It's lighter. It covers more. The colors are better. You will find a better match. Luminous and matte. It's just awesome. It really is. Wears amazingly well. Doesn't sit in lines and wrinkles. It's a flexible foundation, so you can get whatever coverage you want, heavy, medium, light, but you also will flex with the color of the foundation as well. And this blending sponge, this is the thing that really gets you the coverage that you want. Get that blending, I think it's called blending brush. And I press around my nose area because I'm so oily, it just falls off there. But then, okay, so there's my foundation. I use hardly anything. Under eye corrector, you have to live under a rock if you're not using that. It's the best. So what I have on the back of my hand right now is you'll see the smudge of under eye corrector and you'll see the leftovers of the foundation. And that is key. I'm going to mix them with my brush. You can use the Cream Eye Color brush for this as well. I love this old foundation brush though. Okay. Sides of nose. It's where all the dark circles start. I am highlighting with this as well. So I tell people all the time, I don't use powdered highlighter. That's for young people. That is not for moi. I use cream highlighters. And I know that webcam, it doesn't let you, and no need to tell me about my lighting. I know it's natural lighting and I'm not giving it up. It is the way it is. Okay. Above the eyebrow. In the laugh lines right through there. And here we go. I do not teach this at our classes because it would take too much time. Look at this sweep. But it's an incredible technique. Right underneath that eyeliner, and I'm sweeping up. Can you even see in that terrible lighting the difference between my eye and my whole cheekbone? Like this whole side of my face is higher, and my eye looks just lifted. Looks like a little eye lift. Isn't that cool? And do the other one. Sides of nose, sweeping up. And so Lori, when she was teaching me this, she says she just packs the foundation under here and is not worried because the anti-aging portion of it just doesn't sit in lines and wrinkles. So you can really use that foundation mixed with under eye corrector up there. I am just using the remnants to hide those little spots I was telling you about. Okay. Isn't this, I'm going to just a touch more of under eye corrector right here. I mean, stop it, it just looks so cool. Okay, translucent powder, setting your makeup, controlling your oil, buffing out lines and wrinkles. I do a nice little coat everywhere. And then I go back through and set a little bit more in a nice other coat. And then I'm going to set a little bit more in my oily zones. Nikki, have recommendations for customers who feel like the new 3D foundation sits or shows their pores more? CC cream or foundation primer underneath it, blending sponge for sure, and maybe just the way they apply it. Do you see how I'm packing and setting around my nose because I have a lot of large pores there? That's what I do so they don't show. So you might just work with them on application technique. Maybe even cream to powder. They would like that. They liked medium coverage, which was not a good foundation, guys. Honestly, like I hear people that like it and I'm like, no, it was not good. But maybe they liked the heaviness about it. Cream to powder has that heavy feel to it. Some people just get really freaked out by how light and thin the new 3D is. They think because it's light and thin, it won't cover. And that's what technology does for you, is it allows you to have both. But some people like that thickness. So maybe cream to powder would be a good look for that. Okay, best brush ever. Contour at the bottom. It's 3-sided. So here's your contour right along that seam at the bottom. Underneath the cheekbone line, and you're barely touching it. It's chroma fusion, so you don't have to. So here we have the pumpkin pie of the staple. And contour is going to make you look thinner. Pumpkin pie will not. Just FYI on that. Okay, can you see the difference in the contour? Got some bones popping, some structure there. That's what you're looking for. Contour has to be in very specific spots. Bronzer goes everywhere and it has shimmer to it. Contour is matte and is very specific placement. We do not have a bronzer in our line, which is totally fine because it's not the prettiest of things, honestly. But this contour, and this is Latte that I'm using when I'm darker. The Cocoa is really good. And all of the cheek colors and all the bronzers and all the highlighters, you can use all of that as eye colors and cheek colors and like just mix and match. They're beautiful. Okay, now let's see what cheek color I want. I think I'm going to combine Rosy Nude and Juicy Peach. And Rosy Nude is kind of my latest obsession. And I know you look at that and that does not look like a heather color. It's not bright. It's not fun. It's surprisingly beautiful. So that's what I'm doing. Little rosy. I love to mix. Can't possibly have just one. Okay. So fun cheeks. I like to be right there with my cheek color. Give that lift, give that pop. Don't do anything brown. Don't do anything heavy. That's all going to make you look older and dated. Keep it fresh. Coral is the most flattering. So just remember that. If you always stay towards coral. Juicy Peach, Rogue Rose, Shy Blush, those kinds of colors, amazing. Coffee is getting cold. Good thing we only have lips left. So the lips today are going to be your cranberries. Now, it would be super easy of me to just put crushed berry on and call it good. And it is beautiful. It's one of my favorite colors. I have it in my car. Love it. Use it all the time. But why use one when you can use 17? And that's, my friends, what we're doing here today. We're using 17 or 2. Line and color in. That's the key to liner. Okay, so when it wears evenly and doesn't give you an eyeliner or a lip liner line. Coloring in, just like a coloring book. This is medium nude, just because I happen to have it in my vanity. I really like rose though. I think rose is amazing. Okay. This is the Grazie Violet. So I don't know if you guys have realized, but they brought back 3 of those matte, semi-matte lipsticks that we loved last year. We've got the Grazie Violet. We've got the Porto Murillo. It's Italian, whatever. It's dark. It's the color of my nails. It is so trendy. It's everywhere right now. Beyonce, I think, has a picture of it. And if I would wear it if it looked good on me. It does not look good on me. It doesn't look good on everybody. But those of you who can rock it, super hot right now. And then the red Roma. I love the red Roma. So I know some people wear purple and they can wear it just like that. That is not a cute look for me. That is almost Twilight. That is almost vampire-y. I will not do it. I will add, however, Sassy Fuchsia on top of it. And all of a sudden, I have lift. And all of a sudden, I have a brightness to my face that is key. Youth, beauty, all of those things. So, hair scarf, Thanksgiving look. Are you guys ready for it? You gonna try something new? Tag me in it. Anything that you learned, anything that you liked, any new product that you're gonna try, I want to hear about it. You know how much I love to hear from you guys, okay? So enjoy. I am gonna put this in a YouTube link and post it so you guys can share it. Bye guys, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.